Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to get messages from the universe for all zodiac signs. We are going to use this Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle deck. So we're going to pull one card for each zodiac sign. We're going to see what is the message at this time. What is it that you need to know? What is the message the universe is trying to relay to you? Maybe what you're going through, you're struggling with, you're trying to get an answer or solution. And you want to know what is the advice at this time. Well, this is going to be the messages from the universe for your particular zodiac sign. We're going to go Aries through Pisces. Keep in mind it is general, collective. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want, you could check out your sun, moon, or rising placement to see which one does resonate. Now, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, my website is TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. All right, let's get started with Aries first. What is the message from the universe for Aries at this time? What do they need to know? What's going to serve their highest good? Number 24, anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from? So we've got number 24. So let's look at number 24. Are you trapped in stress and anxiety? Look at where you're unknowingly given your peace away. If you dive deeper into experiences, you can see that stress, anxiety, and boredom have a profound purpose. They are indicators and provide direction. Imagine that your frustrations in life are not happening to you, but for you. Stress in any form can guide us into deeper path to freedom. Instead of locking it out, pushing it away with mindless habits, can you invite it in? Ask, is it why it's there? Observe it, question it, and be curious about this uneasiness that you're currently feeling. In seeking to understand it, you can prevent it from consuming once. Once you embrace your discomforts, they can release their hold and no longer make a desperate attempt for your attention. Often they leave us with a gift of understanding as we grow and advance from their presence. So it looks like this anxiety or stress that you're going through, you feel like is limiting you, but the universe is saying it is something that you need to be free of. This stress and anxiety is something that this is happening for you, not to you. Yeah, look at that, the Magician. You will be able to get everything you truly want and desire when it comes to your life if you let this stress go. There's something about you going within and understanding that this is all happening for a bigger reason. There's a bigger picture that you don't understand, but there's something about you making the choice and decision to say, you know what, universe, you know what, God, you know what, angels, you know what, spirit guides, I'm going to embrace this. I'm going to let go of the anxiety. I'm going to give it back to you. Hold your arms wide open and be able to embrace whatever this change is that's happening and causing this for you. All right, let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. What is the message from the universe for Taurus? What do they need to know? What is going to serve their highest good at this time? Number 35, turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? So we've got number 35. So let's take a look at 35. Okay, turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. Dear one, you are far too hard on yourself. Your fears have been getting the best of you and causing unnecessary anxiety and stress. Fear has a sneaky way of tricking us into believing that worrying is helping us. Your ego loves to worry, but because it feels in control. Most of our anxiety is based on false perceptions and beliefs. Remove yourself from the illusions and separate you from the truth, which is love. Great love is all around you. Trust the universe and yourself because your future is bright, big, bold, and so breathtakingly beautiful. As A Course in Miracles say, you are the dreamer of the world of dreams. When you detach from the fear, you can recognize and awaken from the dream spell. You will see that we live in a dream world where you are the creator of all that you see. And what you see is blocked or unclear, use this time to envision the reality you actually desire. This card is drawn when you're at a time of insecurities and doubts. Something is pegging you that you feel is not serving you. Instead of worrying, turn your attention to wonder and excitement. This is an optimal time to focus on possibilities and dreams that could be. Remind yourself that you are not off track. There is no getting there. All it is a journey and an adventure for your soul. So surrender to the experience and know the unknown is nothing to fear. It's an exciting place to step into and being your true self. So right now you need to ask yourself, what possibilities can I dream into reality right now? So the month of March, May, or August could be very significant for you, Taurus. Yeah, right now you have a lot of stress and anxiety and worry about what's going to happen. Universe is saying take all that stress and anxiety and push it to the side. Focus on yourself. Focus what you do have control over, which is loving yourself, giving yourself love, self-love, and respect. Once you do that and you follow your heart, it's all going to fall into place. You're going to be able to understand this experience you're going through is happening for a reason and for your highest good. Gemini. Okay, what does Gemini need to know? What is going to serve Gemini's highest good? What is the message from the universe at this time for Gemini? Number 12. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? So let's look at number 12 for Gemini. Do you crave a deeper connection? So many of us live for others and make choices based on what others want from us. We put them first because we want so much to be liked and appreciated. But when we do this, we're hiding our true selves. When you hide your light, you can feel depleted, let down, and exhausted. Are you hiding pieces of yourself? Many of us think it's easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice our true selves. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believe it's a risk to show our real selves and not be accepted. But the opposite is true. Your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up as the real you. Use this as an opportunity to start being more honest and real with yourself. What do you stand for? What do you need from a true friend? First, give yourself these gifts. If you want appreciation, ask, how can I appreciate myself? From this foundation of self-love, you will grow your connection and attract more like-minded and like-hearted people. There are people out there who are waiting for real, deep, meaningful connections, but they can't find you until you show up as your authentic self. Share all of the more openly with others. It's possible that some people may fall away, but this makes room for the more genuine people to come into your life. So this is all about not pretending to be somebody you're not, Gemini, but being very authentic, putting the pressure and the burden aside and the responsibility of what other people expect of you and being able to be who you know you are. The Magician, having the desire and the tools to really live in the authenticity of who you are. There is something about you closing out this cycle of always trying to please others, always trying to be there for others, always trying to do what other people want you to do. You need to be more sensitive to your own needs. You need to be more sensitive to what your inner child, your inner self is telling you is genuinely who you are. So for example, if you have family and friends that are all doctors and nurses, everybody around you is in the medical field, and they say you need to be in the medical field because that's just what we do. But you don't. You maybe want to go volunteer in Zimbabwe or some other country because your calling is to go teach children English or something like that. There's a misdirection here because you're doing what other people want you to do. You're in nursing school or you're going to be a doctor because that's what everybody wants you to do. But your heart is telling you something different. So there's something about you need to show up with who you are as a person, not what everybody else wants you to be. That's the message from the universe for you, Gemini. Okay, let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. What is the message from the universe? What is it that you need to know at this time to serve your highest good? What does the universe, the divine, want Cancer to know during this time period? What is the message for Cancer? Oh, you got the same exact one as Gemini. Number 12. This says, your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show up as the more real you? So let's read that one for you. Or you could go back to Cancer's and read it there. But we'll go ahead and go through it for you. Do you crave a deeper connection? Some of us live for others and make choices based on what others want from us. We put them first because we want so much more to be liked and appreciated. But when we do this, we're hiding our true selves. When you hide your light, you can feel depleted, let down, and exhausted. Are you hiding pieces of yourself? Many of us think it's easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice who we truly are. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believed it's a risk to show our true selves and not be accepted. But the opposite is true. Your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up as the real you. Use this as an opportunity to start being more honest and real with yourself. What do you stand for? What do you need from a true friend? First, give yourself these gifts. If you want more appreciation, ask, how can I appreciate myself better? From this foundation of self-love, you will grow your connection and attract more like-minded and like-hearted people. There are people out there who are waiting for real, deep, meaningful connections, but they can't find it until you show up as your authentic self. Share all of your more openly of who you are. It's possible that some people may fall away, but this just makes room for more genuine people to come into your life. So it's trusting that you know yourself best, you're loving yourself, you're living a life of gratitude and appreciation for yourself, not for others. Yeah, making that decision with the Judgment card, this is making the decision to be who you are. And once you do, there's going to be endless opportunities presenting itself. You do need to stand up and you do need to put your guard and be on the defense of people that want you to be a certain way, want you to act a certain way, want you to do a certain thing for your life or your career or who you want to marry. There's something about you resisting that and being authentically who you're supposed to be for your soul's path, for your own happiness, your highest good. All right, Leo. All right, Leo. What does Leo need to know to serve Leo's highest good? What is the message from the universe for Leo at this time period? Number 9, express yourself creatively, start something new. What creative pursuit do you feel drawn to? The month of September could be significant for you, Leo. Let's take a look at number 9. Express yourself creatively, if I could say that. Start something new. You pull this card because what the universe wants you to know is you are no longer supporting your own personal growth. So leave behind and step into a new one. There's a grand opportunity to focus your attention, not on what is falling away, but the newness trying to emerge. What do you want for your future? What do you want to explore in your life adventure? The magic of new beginnings surrounds you, and it is ripe with possibilities. Is there a project or idea that keeps coming back to you? Dust off the old ideas and bring them to life again. Does a book idea want to come to life? Do you want to get into a new hobby, take a new class, enroll in a program? You can visit an old project or start something brand new. Love, let yourself be drawn in the creative process. Don't worry about the outcome. Simply give yourself the gift of being one with your creative endeavors. The action of doing this or starting something new is going to bring the power back to the present moment, which creates a more balanced life. So questions you need to ask yourself is, what do I want to create and how can I create with more intention? So there is something bigger as part of your life's path or journey that you're supposed to be doing that's more on the creative side, something that you know internally or even intuitively that you want. And you need to get started doing it. Whatever this new thing is, the thing that your soul is feeling you drawn towards. Yeah, you're fighting against it. You're fighting against what is supposed to be a part of your evolution. It could have something to do with your career or your job because we got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is something that if you do it, Leo, this is going to be everlasting longevity. This is going to bring a lot of monetary benefit in the long term. I'm hearing generational wealth also. There's a time period right now for you to go in isolation mode with this creative adventure, whatever this is. Maybe you want to write a book, you want to start a business, you want to supply something to other people, something the universe needs from you. Not only is it going to make you happy and bring a lot of evolution into your life, it's going to be a part of your calling. It's something the universe says that people need from you. There it is, the Fool. Just take the leap of faith and get this new thing started. The King of Pentacles, it's going to bring you a lot of prosperity because this is a part of your life's journey. This is part of your soul. You know it internally. You've just been delaying not doing it, and it's part of your higher calling. It's something that the universe needs from you. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Happy birthday, Leos. We're in Leo season. All right, let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? The universe's message for Virgo at this time that's serving their highest good. What is the message for Virgo at this time that they need to know? Number 9, express yourself creatively, start something new. Leo just got this, so we're getting some double back-to-back messages here today. So what creative pursuit are you being drawn to at this time, Virgo? So let's take a look at the book for number 9. The month of September could also be significant for you. This could be a time period. The fall could be your soul and your heart could be calling and drawing you in on starting something more creative. So you've pulled this card because what is no longer supporting your growth? Leave it behind and step into something new. This is a grand opportunity to focus your attention not on what is falling away, but on the newness trying to emerge. What do you want for your future? What do you want to explore in life's adventure? The magic of new beginnings surrounds you. It ripens with possibilities. Is there a project or an idea that keeps coming back to you? Dust off the old ideas and bring them to life again. Does a book idea want to come to life? Do you want to get into a new hobby, take a class, enroll in a program? You can revisit an old project or start something brand new. Let yourself be drawn. Hold on, the page is sticking. Let yourself be drawn to the creative process. Don't worry about the outcome. Simply give yourself the gift of being one with creative endeavors and do it for the joy. The action of starting something brings your power back into the present moment where creative brings more balanced life. So you need to ask yourself, what do I want to create, or how can I create with more intention? So right now, Virgo, you could be feeling really like stuck, very stagnant. You know that there's something so much more out there, but there could be stress or anxiety with the idea of doing something new. The universe is saying, you need to do this. This is a part of your soul's path and journey. This is something the universe needs from you, but you haven't started it. It could be a hobby. It could be something that is a business adventure. Something that is going to bring out a lot of happiness in this inner child of yours. Something maybe you wanted to do as a little child. Maybe you wanted to write comic books, or you wanted to create a small movie, write a, what is it called, where you write the thing for the movie and then you submit it to people. Not a skit. I can't think of what it's called. But anyways, maybe it's something like that. I mean, it could be a lot of things. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. So you could start today and you may not get there like tomorrow, but maybe you'll get there in 6 months. You'll get there in a year. You'll get there in a year and a half. Well, you know, whatever it is. Stop lying to yourself that you can't do this. You keep telling yourself, I can't do this. I can't start this new thing. I don't have the time. I don't have, you know, the resources, or I'm not good enough. Nobody's going to want to read my movie script. That's what it is, the script. Maybe you want to write a movie script or a short play or something. You're lying to yourself, telling yourself, no, I don't think I can do this. The universe says, stop lying. Be honest with yourself. And if you don't get started now, you're never going to get started. Slow and steady is going to win the race. Maybe you commit to writing 5 pages every day on this short story script for this movie or this play. 5 pages every day, and you need 100 pages. Well, within 3 months, you're going to have pretty close to the whole thing done. And then you could start, you know, the editing process and the whole kit and caboodle. So there's something that you're being pulled to do, but you're resisting it. You need to be honest with yourself about that. All right, Libra. All right, Libra. What does the universe want Libra to know at this time? What is going to serve their highest good? What is the messages? What does Libra need to know? What's going to serve their highest good? What's the message from the universe for Libra? Number 44. Come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? So number 44. Let's take a look at number 44. Come together, we need each other. There is a lot of distraction and fear in the world. And when we give our attention to these outside forces, we lose sight of our authentic power. You have the power to live in harmony and peace, but it depends on how you show up for others. Look at any area in your life where you're resisting and judging. Are you pushing against what you fear and lashing out energetically? We live in a system that thrives on pushing us apart and keeping us separate from one another. Don't fall into this trap. We need each other, differences and all. Just because someone has a different view doesn't mean it isn't valid. We can all exist together by allowing each other to be who we really are. Look at the separations in your life and make a commitment to bring more unity, compassion, and understanding to each situation and relationship. You know intuitively this separation from others who see things differently isn't working. It isn't your true nature. Allow room for all beliefs and truly support others with kindness and love. Listen with care, remove judgment, and refrain from needing to prove anyone right or wrong. So right now, Libra, you could be being very judgy of other people, their belief systems, their value systems, what they're doing. Your opinion is overbearing the situation or circumstance in your life right now. And right now, the universe is saying it's a time for you not to be judgy. It's a time for you to support and be there for people around you. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've also got the Lovers. I got to cover it because they're naked. The Lovers. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You could be judging your coworkers, people around you, maybe that you feel that they are not as good at their job as they should be. Well, instead of, talking about how they're not very good at their job, maybe you could talk to them about how to be better at their job. Not bossing them around, but saying, hey, I've been there. We've all been new at one point. We've all made mistakes at one point. I did this when it didn't work, and maybe you could try that, or ask the person, how do you feel things are going? Do you think things are working out good? Do you like your job? Or is there anything I could help you with? There's something about being more kinder and not so judgy and trying to support those around you instead of putting your opinion on what you think they should or should not do. There's something about just being more supportive of people around you and having more compassion. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, what does the universe want you to know? What is Scorpio's message for their highest good at this time? What does the universe want Scorpio to know at this time? Scorpio. This deck is so large, it's hard to shuffle. Scorpio. All right, number 30. The how is in the now. What has your intuition been trying to tell you, Scorpio? So let's take a look at number 30. The how is in the now. The number one question that keeps us in a holding pattern is how. How do I get to where I want to be? How can I know what path to take? How will it unfold? We want to know how things will work before we take the leap. We overthink and worry about the unknown, which keeps us stuck. You pulled this card because you've been stuck in your head in the need to know trap, wanting to know how when something will happen, which is obstructing the clarity you seek. The how and the now means each step you take will reveal more of the path to you. When you take a step forward, the universe can support you. The universe does not respond to questions, but rather to actions. What guided action can you take right now? Instead of asking how, change your focus and ask, what can I do right now? Then listen intently for the direction. You may get an inkling through an inner knowing. Whether you refer to it as a gut reaction, instinct, foresight, certain knowingness, everyone has the gift of intuition. You're being asked to pay close attention to the messages you've been receiving and learn how to work with their inner awareness. You'll know when you are being guided because you will feel a presence of love and comfort. You will know what path is best for you by the way it feels energetically. Does it feel expansive, light, and joyful? Then trust that. Questions to ask yourself is, what has my intuition been telling me all along? So you've been too much in the energy of wanting to know answers of how something's going to happen and why it's happening. And the universe is saying, don't be in that energy. Don't allow you to ignore your intuition that's telling you what it is. There's the Magician, 9 of Wands, and the King of Swords. Yeah, you've definitely been analyzing how. How could this person compromise my trust? How could this person do this to me? How could this happen to me? Well, what you need to do is let that go. Completely let it go of the how, and just trust your intuition that it is serving your highest good, because once you do, you're about to have a brand new beginning, something that you're going to be really happy, you're going to be really passionate about. So detach from the answers, wanting the answers of why or how this happened, and just know that it did happen. And know that intuitively you need to trust that it's happening for your highest good. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what is the message from the universe for you, for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know to serve their highest good at this time? What is the message for Sagittarius that they need to know at this time? Sagittarius. Number 30, the how and the now. We're getting a lot of doubles, and I'm shuffling these cards quite a bit. What is your intuition trying to tell you? The how and the now right now, Sagittarius. Number 30 could be significant to you. Let's take a look at 30. The number one question that keeps us in a holding pattern is how. How do I get to where I want to be? How do I know what path to take? How will it unfold? We want to know how things will work out before we take the leap. We overthink and worry about the unknown, which keeps us stuck. You pulled this card because you've been stuck in the need to know trap, wanting to know how and when something will happen. What is obstructing the clarity you seek? The how and the now, meaning each step you take will reveal more of the path to you. When you take a step forward, the universe can support you. The universe does not respond to questions, but rather to actions. What guided action can you take right now? Instead of asking how, change your focus and ask, what can I do right now? Then listen intently for the direction. You may get an inkling through your inner knowing. Whether you refer to it as instinct, foresight, gut instinct, or certain knowingness, everyone has the gift of intuition. You're being called to pay close attention to the messages you've been receiving. Learn how to work with this inner awareness. You know when you are being guided because you feel that presence of love and comfort. You will know what path is best for you by the path that is set forth for you energetically. Does it feel expansive, light, and joyful? Then you need to trust it. Questions to ask yourself is, what has my intuition been trying to tell me? So Sagittarius, your intuition has been guiding you, and you've been refusing to listen to your intuition. You've been resisting by asking too many questions, wanting to have too many answers or too much clarity, instead of just trusting what your intuition is saying to you at this time. Look at this, the 10 of Cups. Has something to do with family, emotional fulfillment, emotional contentment. 3 of Cups, somebody that you have around your inner circle. It could be friends, could be families. You need to communicate something openly about your situation with this person. Maybe there is love there, there's emotion, there's a level of emotional security you feel with this person that you don't feel with others. Maybe you haven't expressed that. We do have the Devil card, so it looks like you could be a little bit obsessed with wanting to know, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this pull towards this person? Instead of asking, just know the truth that you feel the pull because you have emotions. You love this person. You want to be with this person. You have a sense of comfort with this person that maybe you don't feel with other people. So instead of questioning why is this feeling there, just embrace that it is there and go towards it. Trust your intuition. Okay, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know that's going to serve their highest good? What is the message from the universe for Capricorn at this time? What does Capricorn need to know? Number 32. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace? So March, February, or May could be significant, the number 32. So let's take a look at number 32. In all situations, we have an option to see the dark or the light, to embrace fear or walk in love. This is a reminder that peace lives in every moment when you make it a priority. You may be stuck in fear, but fear breeds fear, which means every choice you make in fear will give you even more fear. Instead, relinquish your control and let love in. Inviting light in all situations will help uplift you and bring you harmony. If there's a situation in your life you are resisting, look ahead at the light within it. Because Source, energy, and love are all things. Everything is an expansion of the Creator. Seeking to see your truth, you will bring an unshakable peace. When you realize the divine in all things, you see that you don't have to resist anything. You just allow it. Dive into your true self and make the decision to think and act from love rather than fear. So the question to ask yourself is, how can I see through the eyes of energy source and prioritize my inner peace? So you maybe have been living in this energy of negativity, and you need to make it a priority with your stability to live in the positive mindset, to be able to see your situation from a positive light, not in a negative light at this time. Knight of Cups, following your heart, being able to allow your heart to lead you towards the good, not the bad. Seeing the truth that you need to cut away the negative thoughts, the negative beliefs that you have about yourself or your circumstances. King of Pentacles, you can really create a life of stability if you want. You have to have the drive and force to do that, but you need to let go of the negative attachment that you have. There it is. Looking at things from a totally different perspective. The Hangman is taking the perspective that you have that's negative and turning it and flipping it over to see what is the positive of this. So, for example, let's say that you work for a company and they've cut back your hours. You don't get as many hours as you once did, and you're like, well, I can't pay my bills, I don't have enough money, and yada yada. You're going down this negative train in your mind. Well, instead of doing that, say, you know what? Maybe this is my opportunity to get a different job. Maybe this is my opportunity to relocate into a different position in the company, or go work for a whole nother company, or start your own business. There is a way of twisting the negative into a positive event, because the outcome is you're going to get a lot of financial stability if you cut away this negative thought. You got a lot more choices and options out there, and staying stuck in the pinhole in your mind of, hey, you know, they cut back my hours, now I can't pay my bills, and you know, and now I can't do nothing, I don't have no money, I can't save anything, I can't go on vacation, I can't get that new car, I can't move or relocate like I wanted to. You have a lot more options out there. So instead of, you know, focusing on that one company, and if it is your job, let me tell you this. The best advice I can give you when it comes to corporate America is you will always be more loyal to a company than they will ever be to you. So if it is this company has cut back your hours and you're not getting as much as you were making, you know, maybe they said no more raises this year, we're not going to give you a raise, and you were banking on that raise. It's because the universe says, you know what, there's other opportunities out there, Capricorn. You go make that money elsewhere. You go to another company, you start your own business. There's multiple streams of income that you could tap into. And your loyalty doesn't have to lie into the pit of the negative hole that you may feel pulled towards because of the situation that your employer has put you into, that corporate America has put you into. You have to understand that not every company is that way. There's a lot of really good companies out there that they pay their employees, they have great work-life balance, there's a lot of good benefits. There's also the opportunity you could do something on your own. So there's other options out there. So get out of the negative mindset is what the universe wants you to see, that there are options, but you got to think more positive about it. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. All right, what does the universe want Aquarius to know right now? What do you need to know? What is going to serve Aquarius' highest good to know at this time? What does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius. Aquarius. Number 12. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? Number 12. January, February, and March are significant for you. So let's look at number 12. Do you crave a deeper connection? So many of us live for others and make choices based on what others want from us. We put them first because we want so much more to be liked and appreciated. But when we do this, we're hiding our true selves. When you hide your light, you can feel depleted, let down, and exhausted. Are you hiding pieces of yourself? Many of us think it's easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice our true selves. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believe it's a risk to show our true selves and not be accepted. But the opposite is true. Your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up as the real you. Use this opportunity to start being more honest and real with yourself. What do you stand for? What do you need from a true friend? First, give yourself these gifts. If you want more appreciation, ask, how can I appreciate myself? From this foundation of self-love, you will grow your connection and attract more like-minded and like-hearted people. There are people out there who are waiting to feel the real, deep, meaningful connections, but they can't find you until you show up as your authentic self. Share more of your openness with others. It's possible some people may fall away, but this makes room for the genuine people to come into your life. So ask yourself, how can I show up more as the real me? So Aquarius, so you maybe have been doing things that other people want you to do. Living your life the way other people want you to live your life. And the universe is saying, you're not attracting what is supposed to serve your highest good. You're hiding behind what other people want you to do. Maybe your parents want you to be a certain way. They want you to have a certain belief system, and you don't. You go against that in your mind, but you go with it in the physical world. The universe is saying, now's the time to be who you truly are. Let the world see who you genuinely are. Have the sense of stability and security of knowing your authentic self. Following your heart towards you and who you are and embracing the wholeheartedness and loving yourself is going to attract the people that love you for you, not for who they want you to be. This is your wish fulfillment. This is what the universe wants you to know, that your wishes are going to come true once you decide to walk away from people, even though you love them, or belief systems that you once valued very highly. You're realizing that's not who you are. That's not who you want to be. So you have to walk away from it. You have to be able to really live into who you are. It may be a little bit of a fight or a conflict within yourself, around your family or friends. You know, there's something about putting down the burden of putting on this lifestyle or expectation upon you that's not who you are. You know, it's like, let's see, for example, let's say that all of your friends are married and they have children. So you feel the pressure to get married and have children, but deep down, maybe you don't want to get married. You don't want children, but everybody around you, your family, your friends, everybody's married. Everybody has kids or children, and you're the only one in the whole inner social circle around you that does not. But deep down, you don't want to get married, or you don't want kids, or you don't want both, but you feel the pressure to get married and have kids because everybody else is doing that, and that's just kind of what you're supposed to do. Well, there's something about you living in your truth. If you don't want to get married, you don't want to have kids, you don't have to. And if people around you can't respect that that's your opinion, it's your life, they don't need to be a part of it. And that's what the universe wants you to know, that you have to make the hard choice and decision for you, not for them. And if that means distancing yourself, and if that means your parents or your family saying, you know what, if you don't get married and have kids, I'm going to disown you, that's the choice you have to make. That's what the universe wants you to know, that this is your life, not theirs. So, all right, let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What does the universe want Pisces to know that's to serve their highest good at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time to serve their highest good? What does Pisces need to know? Number 9. I think you're like the 4th person that got number 9 today. Or maybe 2nd. I don't remember. This one came out before for somebody else too. I remember this a couple times. Okay. Express yourself creatively. I cannot say that word. Start something new. What creative pursuit do you feel drawn to, Pisces? So your emotions, your intuition has been telling you you need to pursue something, but you've been resisting it. So let's read number 9. This card is letting you know that no longer supporting your growth, leaving behind and stepping into something new. This is a grand opportunity to focus your attention on what is not falling away, but the newness trying to emerge. What do you want from your future? What do you want to explore in your life adventure? The magic of new beings surrounds you, and it ripes with possibilities. Is there a project or an idea that keeps coming back to you? Dust off the old ideas and bring them to life again. Does a book idea want to come to life? Do you want to get into a new hobby, take a class, enroll in a program? You can revisit an old project or start something brand new. Let yourself be drawn into the creative process. Don't worry about the outcome. Simply give yourself the gift of being one with your creative endeavors and do it for joy. The action of starting something new brings your power back into the present moment. which creates a more balanced life. So ask yourself, what do I want to create and how can I create it with more intention? So your heart, your soul, your internal self is saying you need to do something. There's something new. And you might have to end something in order for this newness to start. So let's say that you have always done a certain, let's say you like to ride bikes or something, like maybe you're a bicyclist or whatever it's called. And you always take a certain path, certain trail every single time you go bike riding. And you never steer from it, repetitively, same thing. But your intuition keeps saying, you know, maybe I should try this other trail. I should try this other idea of this other route in this other location. You keep, but you don't do it because the newness kind of scares you. Like, well, I don't really know. Does it have hills? How long is it? Is there a lot of traffic in that area? Like, you know, I don't know anything about it. The uncertainty keeps you from doing it. The universe is saying, you need to go try that new bike trail. There's a reason why your intuition keeps bringing it up to you. There's a reason why you keep resisting it. Something about putting in the work of what you know internally you want. You want that bike trail. You want to try something different. You know why? Because it's challenging you. It's something brand new. It's scary. You got fears with the moon. You got a little bit of insecurity. Like, what if that bike trail, I can't do it? What if there's too many hills? There's too many rocks. It's too hard. I can't do it. You're allowing yourself to be blocked from something that you really want to challenge yourself to do. So maybe the trail you do right now is like 5 miles or 10 miles, and this other one is like 15 or 20. You don't know if you can go the distance, so you're talking yourself out of it. There's something about aggressively challenging yourself to do it because it's this challenge that you need right now. Your intuition is saying, go do it, and do it with aggression. Do it with knowing that you can work really hard. You can be successful and achieve it. You know, maybe it's a marathon or something like that, something that you're wanting to do. Close out the cycle of fear and embrace the idea of challenging yourself, because if you don't try it, you're just going to feel lost. You're going to feel like, you know what, I can't do it anyway. I just don't have the capability to do it. I'm not that good. It's like you're talking yourself out of something before you even like get started on it. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like doing bicycling or whatever. It could be a business. It could be, you know, maybe traveling by yourself. You don't want to travel by yourself because you're scared, but your soul is calling for you to do this. And there's a higher purpose. There's a bigger picture in your life as to why you're supposed to be doing this. So listen to your intuition, and whatever this new thing is that your intuition keeps telling you to do, you need to go for it.